just asking you, is there nutritional value to sugary sodas?
Welfare is deeply entrenched in American society, and it's not just social welfare, it's also corporate welfare. And we're seeing the collision of both of these welfare worlds right now with everything going on with SNAP benefit restrictions. Since RFK took over at HHS, he's basically been extending these waivers to states to allow them to restrict the sale of sugary beverages and other highly processed foods to SNAP recipients. You know what I mean? And you're seeing not just pushback from these food advocacy groups, but you're also seeing pushback from, the National Grocers Association, the ABA, the American Beverage Association, Coke, Pepsi. Now, these businesses lobby these groups that front as though they're just advocates for low-income people trying to get food, but really they're also out there lobbying for large corporate interest. So here we'll see Gina Plato Nino from the Food Research Action Center, and she can't even tell you that sugary beverages are bad. Let's listen to this painful testimony.
What's nutritional about Coca-Cola?
I am not a nutritionist. I am a food security expert in ensuring that individuals have the food resources that they need.
This is a common sense question. All of these have been common sense questions. I'm just asking you, is there nutritional value to sugary sodas? It's a yes or no question.
I am not an expert. I would have to look at the dietary guidelines.
You're not an expert. I don't think that there's nutritional value to sugary sodas. I think most people in this room would agree with that assessment. But you have no opinion?
I'm here to talk about the food needs and the hunger crisis that individuals here in America are facing.
Are you that ideologically dug in that you want our tax dollars paying for sugary sodas, that you will not, in a straightforward way, admit that sugary sodas are not healthful for the American people?
I think that focusing on soda when people are going hungry.
We spend a lot of our tax dollars are spent on soda. That's why I'm asking about it. You appear to be so ideologically dug in that you won't answer a simple question that that's not an appropriate use of our tax dollars and that does not, in fact, make the American people more healthy.
I won't answer because there's no data proving that.
Do you need data to determine whether drinking soda is healthy?
I think
I'm sorry, it's a serious question. Is there some, do you believe that perhaps drinking sodas every day is healthy?
The worst health outcome is hunger. When the individuals don't have the resources.
Do you satiate hunger with Coca-Cola?
I did not say that.
But you said that the worst health outcome is hunger, and I'm asking you about sugary sodas.
And I'm focusing on the nutrition needs and making sure that children have the resources.
Is your organization funded by soft drink makers?
I am not in charge of development, but no.
It's not, okay. Is your organization funded by organizations that make money from food stamps? Do organizations who profit off of food stamps fund your organization or businesses?
I mean, I can't comment to that. Happy to talk about the resources that need it.
Does General Mills fund your organization?
I don't have access to that information.
I do. It's right here. They do fund your organization. Do they profit off of food stamps?
Retailers are the major beneficiaries.
Do you think that that's a conflict of interest?
That's where EBT dollars are utilized.
Yes, and they're profiting off of your advocacy. Do you think that that's a conflict of interest? I think most people think that's a conflict of interest. I know you don't want to answer. My time is up.
So that's Gina Plato Nino, and I talked about her a couple months ago. I did a video about why big business supports SNAP benefits. And Ryan McMakin over at the Mises Institute, he's written multiple articles about FRAC and about how they are advocates for basically large corporations to make sure that those corporations have access to your tax dollars. Because that's really what it's all about. You know, like They see that this money's going out, and the corporations want to make sure that they have access to it. And that also drives the prices of groceries overall higher. And I featured that in that video. There was a World Bank research paper where they actually showed that due to basically SNAP benefits and other welfare benefits like that, that increases the overall price of groceries, which makes sense because welfare benefits like EBT and SNAP, they're basically an increase in the credit and money supply that's available only for groceries and things like that. So it makes sense that you would want to restrict, people's ability to buy sugary beverages, highly processed foods, and things like that, because not only are the beverages primarily bought by lower income people, but lower income people are also, disproportionately more unhealthy and need more medical assistance than people that earn more money. Like most people that drink sodas are lower income people. Like that's just a fact. And why are we wanting to subsidize their ability to drink sodas? We have an obesity epidemic amongst the poor in this country. We have homeless people that are obese. And we want to you've got people like this that are fighting to make sure that they can continue to use their welfare subsidy to buy Pepsi and, junk food and things like that. Why? Like, if you're advocating for the benefit of lower income people, you should not want them to be, drinking poison and eating poison, because that's really all it is. We're not even talking about, I'm not just talking about cutting off their welfare subsidies. It's just talking about being able to restrict their purchases. Now, of course, I don't think the government should be able to restrict, what anybody consumes. You should be able to eat, drink, and do whatever you want. You should be able to put whatever substances into your body that you want. But if the government is subsidizing your grocery bill, then absolutely they should be able to restrict what it is that you're buying. Thank you for listening. Please like, subscribe, and comment.